Cosmetic upgrades are found all throughout the game, from some of the easiest content to some of the hardest content, even PvP. And this account is going to be locked to using those cosmetic items to get more cosmetic items. I'll have to take on some of the hardest content this game has to offer using some pretty uncommon items, from building a dead PKing account to bossing at the highest level. These are just some of the things I'll have to do in only cosmetic items. This is my cosmetic locked account. Last episode, I sold off my gems I got from 80 mining and unlocked a cannon. I then used the cannon to achieve my first weapon, the imbued skull scepter. So this episode, now that I have a weapon, it's time to train my melee stats. So I'm just going to steal some cakes and talk about my plan. Now, a lot of people were wondering last episode about why I didn't do any quests to level my combat stats first so that my cannon was more accurate. That's because I need to do PvP for a bunch of cosmetic upgrades really soon. So that means I'm going to be making a unique PKing account, and that's going to be a strength pure. So I won't be training attack or defense. To really start off this account, I need 30 strength. So let's go bash some sand crabs with this scepter. So, as I just mentioned, I'm only going to be training strength, and I'm not doing it in the conventional sand crab spots. I'm just going to do it over here because I'm only going to attack one at a time. If anybody's ever had one defense and had to fight any sand crabs or anything, they kind of actually hit a fair bit on one defense. So I'm just going to keep aggroing one and just fight it out. Now, it's going to be incredibly slow. I'm going to miss a lot, but I can at least start training my stats. When it gets up higher, it's going to be a lot easier. And of course, as I mentioned, the goal is 30 strength, and then it will get a lot faster and a lot better. Because I want to show you guys a training method some of you might know, but a lot probably won't know. Alright, I've now trained to 3 strength, and I've noticed that killing rock crabs or sand crabs really isn't the play right now. So I'm actually going to go to chickens. Chickens can't hit me for anything, so I think chickens are the way to go, because the rock crab actually really hurts right now, and I have to constantly keep eating. So I've only got to 3 strength after I don't even know how long I've been here. So let me get to the closest chickens, and I'm going to start hitting them. It should actually be even more AFK than what sand crabs are, because I imagine I'm going to kill them pretty slowly, and I won't have to eat, so that will be nice. And finally, it's right about time that I am just going to get the level that I wanted. Whenever I hit this cow, there it is, level 30 strength. That's the level I wanted to start my next kind of strength training method, and I'm pretty excited to actually show it. Some people definitely would know it, but some people wouldn't actually know what it is. So let me head over there and start it now. But while I was training here, I was getting a little bit over 4k strength XP an hour, and the new method I'm going to be doing now is going to be about 3 times that. So I'm going to be getting about 12k XP an hour, and it's going to be much better. In this next 1 hour that I spend there, I'm going to get nearly the same amount of XP that took me about 5 hours to get for getting level 1 to level 30 strength. So let me head over there. Blast Furnace isn't only used to train smithing and make bars. If you join World 303, it's what's known as the Pumping World. Here, there are people who basically do the jobs of the dwarves in the Blast Furnace worlds, which lets other people use the Blast Furnace pump. This pump is great since it gives strength XP pretty quickly and no HP XP. You can get 12k strength XP an hour with only clicking on your client once every 20 minutes. So this is a perfect place for me to train my strength and make my strength pure. Because pures also try and avoid training HP to balance their combat level so you can have the most power for your desired combat bracket and give you the upper hand on other people your level. So I'm going to sit here and AFK whenever I have to play another account or just edit videos. So, as you might see, I may have been here for a little bit of time. I've gotten over 200k strength XP now, and this is where I'm going to stop currently. Of course, I'm going to come back, but I'm just kind of finished AFKing right now because I was working on some other things. But that got me up to 56 strength and nearly 57. So my goal of 60 to where the Obsidian Mall is actually going pretty well right now. But I am actually going to stop and get up my magic next. As you can see from this is a scepter, which means it can auto-cast spells. I can't manual cast spells, so how am I going to train it? I can actually train it through a different means. So I'll head over there and explain just a little bit about it. The Arceuus library will be my choice to train magic until I can unlock a spell I can auto-cast, because in my rules I can't manual cast spells. so this is my only real way of training magic pretty quickly. Getting a task from the people in here and finding a book that they ask for gives me the option to pick out of magic or runecrafting XP. The magic XP is 11 times your current level. At the time of reading this script and uploading this video, the XP has been changed when they removed favor. Now it's 15 times your current level. But since I did this 1 week before the change, I was only getting 11 times. The wiki did have a graph that showed the amount of XP per level, and going by that, I need about 119 tomes to get 35 magic. So now I just have to run through this library and collect the books until I hit that level. But first, let's talk about this episode's sponsor, War Thunder. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. You take control over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships of 10 major nations, going from biplanes and armored cars to the fighter jets and tanks of today. Plus, these vehicles aren't just boxes with hit points. War Thunder has one of the most sophisticated vehicle damage models in gaming. You can hit different parts of a plane and have different reactions. Hit the engine? Whoops, no more flying for them. What I also love about the game is the customization. Most of the skins and decorations for the vehicles look sick. This jet skin is my personal favorite. You can really immerse yourself in War Thunder's combat since the graphics are so realistic, along with the sounds and just how detailed the vehicles are. This is why 70 million players enjoy these epic PvP battles, and why you should join today and enjoy them yourself. So make sure you play War Thunder for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox now by using my link in the pinned comment or video description. New and returning players that haven't played in 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack across all platforms that include multiple premium vehicles, the exclusive vehicle decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of premium account. Everything's available for a limited time only, so be quick. Now, back to the video. With that book I just handed in, I now have 20 books of arcane knowledge. I'm going to put these on magic now just because my inventory is getting full, so I'll do 20 at a time. So first lot of books is going to be 11 XP, but the books scale off my magic level. So if I put these into it and once I level, the XP will actually go up. So let me just chuck these in and I should get to at least level 3 with 20 books. I think the first level was 9 books or something is what the wiki said. No, it was a little bit less actually because I got some XP on Tutorial Island. That one's our first level in magic. Now I get 22 XP per book, which is it just doubled the amount of XP I get per book currently. So chuck these in and we're going to get much, much higher, putting us so much closer towards 35 magic. For the first spell, we can kind of auto cast with this staff. So the books scale really hard early on and then they start falling off again. So I'll go into like things where I only need 2 or 3 books per level, and then it will go back down to a lot less books per level again. Well, I mean, a lot more books per level. 20 books got us to 6 magic. That's already a very good start, and it's actually incredibly quick to train here. I think I might be a little bit wrong with the 119 books to get to level 35 magic like I thought it was off the wiki. So maybe I'll have to have a look at that again. Another 20 books coming in here. Of course, we are already on 6 magic, so we'll see where these get me. All right, after those 20 books, we have got all the way to 16 magic now, so 10 levels off 20 books. That was basically, yeah, 2 books a level. Another 20 books collected. We'll see where we get from 16 this time. All right, that got us to 24, so it looks like we're not really getting 2 books per level anymore. So it's going to be just a little bit slower, but that's okay. It's still fairly quick right now. I think I've only been doing this for under an hour, and we've already done about 60 books. What did we get to after those 20? 29. Okay, only another 6 more levels, and I can leave. We have gotten to level 33 magic, so it looks like I might need only another 20 books. It might be a little bit less, but I'll grab 20 more. And that will already get us to 35 magic, which of course is the goal. So I've went ahead and grabbed myself 12 more books because I believe this 12 books here will get me the 35 magic that I wanted. I've already used up 100 books so far because I've done 5 lots of 20. So I originally thought it was going to be 119 books from what I added up on the wiki, but it looks like I might have been wrong and maybe added 1 extra level in or something like that. So we'll see how many books it takes to actually hit the level now. So 108 books is what it took for me to go from 0 to level 35 magic. And of course, I would have already have talked about why this is important. It's because I can actually use Ghostly Grasp from the Arceuus spellbook. And another good thing about me doing my magic through here, long ago, I already got the 100% favor. So let me go swap my spellbook over to the Arceuus spellbook, and then we can finally use the first like real bit of damage we have on the account. So if I swap this spellbook now, I won't be on the normal spellbook for a little while. And there we go. Now I'm on this spellbook, and now I can cast Ghostly Grasp. This is the only damaging spell I'll be able to cast from this spellbook, because this one's locked behind a Kingdom Divided, and of course the last one is also locked behind it, but the first level one isn't. So that's very helpful. Now I have a few other teleports to get around Arceuus and some other random places, like I can get to Draenor Manor and the Mind Altar just above Felidor, and of course my respawn point. So the spellbook's not actually that bad for its teleports. But of course the big thing is Ghostly Grasp. And the Skull Scepter is one of the very few scepters that can actually auto-cast from this spellbook. So getting the Skull Scepter was actually very big for me being able to train magic and kill the greater demons for my Slayer task. And that's where I'm going to head back to now. Well, I'm not going to head back there right now. The spell is kind of actually expensive as well. 1 Chaos Rune and 4 Air Runes. It's pretty inexpensive, but Chaos Runes at this stage of the account are very expensive. I think every 100 Chaos Runes I buy is about 10k GP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and train up my rune crafting through Guardians of the Rift. I'm still looking for 750 total level to go to LMS. So getting my own rune crafting up to craft some of my own runes and get them as rewards from Guardians of the Rift will be very helpful, and it will be better than me just buying them myself. Because I would have just went back to Giant's Foundry, made some money, and then bought them. But at least this way, I can get up another skill with a bunch more levels and get so many runes that will be very useful for the account all throughout. Lore runes, nature runes, chaos runes, death runes for the future. So the current plan is go get Rune Mysteries done and also unlock Guardians of the Rift to start doing that. Rune Mysteries completed. Enter the Abyss completed. Had to quickly mine some essence and get 10 rune crafting for the Temple of the Eye quest. Temple of the Eye completed. Now I can start doing some Guardians of the Rift. Now that I have my 35 rune crafting as well, I can finally enter the Chaos Rift. One of the main reasons I am here is, of course, the Chaos Runes, which will get me the runes that I need for my Ghostly Grasp spell on the Arceuus spellbook. So making these in my first bit is also good. Plus the rewards I get from here, I can also pull some from the rewards guardian over there, and you can get a fair few in one go. But I think I'm going to keep rune crafting here until I probably get around about 55 rune crafting is when I'm going to stop, because that means I can craft lore runes, but I just also need the quest. I also need Lost City until I can craft cosmic runes as well, so I think stopping at 55 will be a good place to stop and then come back later once I get those 2 quests done. So I've run into a bit of an issue where my medium pouch has now degraded a little bit. But since one of the updates that came to this, I can actually repair it here with one of the apprentices just here. I just have to hopefully get some pearls out of the rewards guardian. I'm still only on 39 rune crafting, so I didn't want to rip my pulls until much later. But I am going to have to do it now until I at least get my first pearl drop, so I can hopefully start repairing my pouch. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to bank it and then give up on getting 6 extra essence per run. There we go. That's the pearls that I needed. So I'm going to stop pulling that now. I'm going to leave the rest of my pulls currently. Now that I have the 20 pearls, though, that's easily going to be enough to repair my pouches, because I only need 1 pearl per repair, and this has lasted me a fair number of games. I've only got 1 more search, I believe. So I'll just search the last one. There we go, more Chaos Runes. That's very good. That's at least like 23k in Chaos Runes that I've already got here, plus just 1 inventory that I've managed to craft. Okay, I completely take that back. I can't fix my pouches because I need 25 Abyssal Pearls to unlock that first. Didn't know that was a thing, and then I need 1 pearl to repair it each time after that. So looks like I'm just not going to be using a medium pouch. Okay, with the end of that game, I think that's where I'm going to currently leave my rune crafting adventure. I got all the way up to 50 rune crafting, so that's a lot of extra total levels, and I balanced my points nicely, so I got 39 of each, so now I have 39 pulls of the Guardian. So I'm going to use up all the points here, pull from here, hopefully get some more Chaos Runes. Happened again, just like last time when I said it. But hopefully pull a lot more Chaos Runes from here. I crafted a fair few whenever it came up inside of the minigame, so I should end up with a good amount. Now we'll just have to see if I'm going to pull a bunch of pearls, or if I'm going to pull myself a lantern or a needle or something. But a lantern would be pretty bad because I wouldn't actually be able to use it on this account. I could maybe turn it in for pearls or something, I'm unsure on that, but hopefully I just get something that's usable and hopefully just a lot of pearls. I actually forgot you could pull the pouches from here. I forgot about this update, so that's going to be actually good in the future when I come back and I can use some other pouches for this. I don't think I can use the large one yet, but I think I am close. No, I can just do the large one right now. So when I come back, I'm at least starting and I have a large pouch. And I now have enough pearls to be able to buy the ability to repair them with 1 pearl. But it looks like I've ended off with a bit over 1,000 chaos runes and a fair amount of other runes as well. I've got a lot of teleport runes and everything as well, so it's going to be pretty nice. These runes aren't going to last me the longest amount of time, but now that I have nature runes as well, I will be able to high alch some things in the future. Any rune drops or any other drops that will be high alchable on my Slayer task will be all high alched now, and that cash will just go back into buying more chaos runes. So this has set me up very nicely, and maybe I can get something from these pouches. Dragon Spear would be some good money if I alch that. That's actually not too bad. I don't think it has an ornament kit. I might have to look that up though, but that's pretty good. It will be at least some money, and hey, it's a collection log at the end of the day, so oh well. They're not that rare from the intricate pouches. It's probably like a 1 in 50 or something, so it's not that rare. Now with my runes acquired, I'm ready to start up Slayer again. This time without a cannon and with magic. I'm going to be using my imbued Skull Scepter to auto-cast the Arceuus spellbook, since it's one of the very few staffs that can do that. Of course, I'm going to be using Ghostly Grasp, which has a max hit of 12. There are other grasp spells in the spellbook, but I can't use them without a kingdom divided. So this is going to be my best spell for a bit. Lucky for me, I have a greater demon task and they are weak to magic. So time for me to officially get this task underway. Training my Slayer along with magic and hit points will also get me a bunch of total levels. That's a pretty good first kind of like milestone drop, a hard clue scroll. They're of course going to be very important because as we know, a lot of ornament kits and cosmetic upgrades can come from clue scrolls, especially hard clue scrolls, because that's going to hold a major one behind it that's going to be pretty damn important to the early game of my account. So any hard clue I get is going to be really good, and after I finish this inventory, I'll see if I can do it. Actually, I'll see if I can do the first step. I can do the first step. So since I can do the first step, I'll try and do this clue after I finish off these runes. Alright, I'm in a weird place because I got a Saradomin Wizard step for my hard clue next. It's going to be pretty rough because I think my cannon most of the time is going to attack these Lizardman Brutes. So I think I'm going to have to try and run in and just basically hit that. But I nearly died setting up my cannon, so I don't like my chances of running in, spawning it, without getting attacked and aggroing another one. I was nearly right about getting one banged by the wizard, holy crap. Okay, my cannon's attacking him, but he's walking away, and he's walked too far away. This might not be possible. If it was anywhere else, I think it would be possible, but because it's in here with a bunch of other attackable NPCs, it's just not going to work. So our first hard clue, actually I think it's our second hard clue, is going to be a fail. And that's already the first Laren's key that I've got. I'm actually excited to open this because that can be a lot of cash. That's going to be my last demon kill for now. I'll be back in the future for more Wilderness Slayer for the Enchanted Slayer staff, but for now, I don't have the runes or money to keep going. So it's time to head towards unlocking Last Man Standing, since this will solve my money issues and let me unlock a bunch of cosmetic items. To unlock it, I of course need the total levels, but I also need 30 quest points. So I'm going to go do some quests that will level up my skills and get me the 30 quest points at the same time. But first, let's use this one Laren's key I got and see what we get from the chest. I'm just really hoping for cash. Cash is about the only thing I want. If I get Dagon High, I can't use it. Well, that's cash. That's good enough, I suppose. I won't complain about 4 rune helms because that would completely restock all the runes I just used on the demons. Before I start the quests I have lined up, I first need to get the requirements for them. First up is 30 fire making. 30 fire making achieved, on to the next skill. 10 fletching done. That's all the requirements I needed. Now I'm going to do some mini quests for the XP and then move on to the actual quests. Daddy's Home completed. That's the museum quiz done. Now on to the real quests. With that quest, now I have over 30 quest points and one part of the Last Man Standing requirements. I just need to get 95 more total levels, so it's time to get some skills up. First, I'm going to start with some fishing and cooking. I'm going to need a bunch of food later on for training, so it's going to be great to get both of these up, and considering they're low leveled, I'm going to get a bunch of levels pretty quick. That's 44 fishing and 700 total. I'm now 50 off my goal and ready to move on to a different skill that will help me later on. That skill is Hunter. Implings are going to be a big part of this account since they drop all types of clue scrolls pretty commonly, and of course, clues give me lots of cosmetic items. Plus, my Hunter is currently level 9, so there is a bunch of easy levels to get. That's 36 Hunter and 730 total, so I'm gonna stop here. I have unlocked up to Earth Implings, which is a source of medium clues, and got myself 20 levels away from the goal. So it's time to get up another skill, and that's gonna be Construction. I think everyone knows how good Construction is for any account, so getting some levels in it now will be great for the future. First, I'm going to collect some planks from the ground here to use for the first few levels, and then go make some oak planks. I don't have enough money for my oak planks, so I'm selling the rune full helms I got from the Laren's chest. Wow, that was an unexpected way to actually hit the 750 total. I just finished my inventory and noticed I was one level off and just hit 26, so I teleported here to go to the bank. And what would you know, I hit the magic level and got 750 total level. Now I can actually officially start Last Man Standing. So that's all I really have to do. It's going to be a bunch of money. It's going to be a bunch of everything else for me. So let me teleport over there. Thanks for watching, and if you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe. Next episode, I plan to unlock many more cosmetics from Last Man Standing and unlock myself a very unique graceful set. But for that, I'll need to see you all in the next episode. And thank you again, War Thunder, for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to play it for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox now by using my link in the pinned comment or video description. New and returning players that haven't played in 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack across all platforms, including multiple premium vehicles and other goodies. Available for a limited time only, so make sure not to miss it.